It's Fayashar. Welcome all it viewers in today's video. Today we will discuss about encapsulation and decapsulation. So these are the objectives we will cover today. We will see what is encapsulation and decapsulation and how it works in an OSI model. Encapsulation. Now, what do you mean by a capsule? It is some kind of container that may be round or cylindrical shape. But what it contains? It generally contains, like medicine is enclosed in a capsule. If you are suffering from a disease, you can take the medicine, right? But you can't take it directly. The dosage remains in enclosed form of capsule. It means capsule is a container which contains the dosage form to make it safe and pure. Now the concept is same in networking as well. The data is contained in the container for safety purpose, to hide or protect the data from a possible outside interference or from misuse of it. A protocol in the lower layer receives the data from protocol of upper layer, then the process of encapsulation starts here. The lower layer protocol put the data into a specific data format that is understood by the upper layer protocol. Now, encapsulation refers to attaching new information in the application layer data as it passed into next layer in the TCP/IP model. The additional information basically divided into two parts, header and tailor. There are elements attached in order to make the transmission more smoother. On each layer, a PDU protocol data unit is generated. The concept of encapsulation can be summarized in the screenshot added in this slide. So this figure shows how it works in an OSI model. You can see how encapsulation works. Here an user likes and interact with application which we are using, such as email or sending multimedia files. Then the data is passed to the presentation layer, then session layer. Extra information is added in these three layers with the original data that we have uploaded to send and then pass it to the transport layer. Here the data is broken into smaller parts and TCP header is added. The data in transport layer is known as segment. So each sequenced segment can be assembled together on the receiver side, and then each segment are handled in network layer for network addressing or logical addressing and routing through the internet. As you can see in this picture that the data is named here as a packet in the network layer. Now the network layer adds its IP address to to send it to the data link layer. Here the data is named as frame. As you can see in the data link layer. Now the data link layer receives packet from the network layer and places them into a network medium. The data link layer encapsulates each packet in the frame consisted of hardware, MAC address of the source and destination computer, the LLC information to the identify the previous layer protocol. It is needed for the packet to pass it when it will arrive at the destination. The frame is a logical group of zeros and ones in the physical layer and is responsible for to digitalize the signal which is raised by the device on the same local network. So now we will discuss about decapsulation. You can guess the idea behind data decapsulation by the name itself. It is the inverse process of encapsulation. Encapsulation wraps data while decapsulation opens the data from the wrapped packet. Encapsulation starts from the uppermost layer to the lowermost layer, and decapsulation starts from the lowermost layer to the uppermost layer. Decapsulation refers to the removal of all the additional information and extraction of originally existing data, and this process continues till the last layer, that is the application layer. This process removes fragments of distinct information in each layer as it approaches that the layer. Here we have also attached the pictorial representation of the whole process. Now this figure shows how data encapsulation work in the OSI model. The receiving computer will synchronize with the digital signal by reading a few extras, ones and zeros. Then it will receive the whole frame to pass it to the above data link layer. Here, data link layer, a cyclic redundancy check will occur in the frame to check with errors in the data. It will remove the headers added previously and pass the rest to the above network layer. As you can see, network layer will check and match the IP address. If it matches, then it will remove the IP header from the packet and rest is sent to the above layer, that is the transport layer. The data named as a segment in the transport layer. It is processed to rebuild the data stream and acknowledge the transmitting computer that it has received in the data. Then it hands over the data to the application layer. So I hope that the process of encapsulation and decapsulation is clear to you all. That's it from today's video. Now we will cover about TCP and IP model in our next video. Thanks for watching.